This project is called Gait Development Presentation. I accidentally loaded the citation in the second page, but I went ahead and uploaded it on the last page, so kindly ignore this second slide. There's our gait analysis. There are two phases. First phase would be under stance phase. The second phase would be called swing phase. Under stance phase, there's our initial contact, loading response, mid stance, terminal stance, and under swing phase there are pre-swing, initial swing, mid-swing, and terminal swing. There are phases of gait cycle. The first one would be the base support. It's when both feet are supported by it's when both feet are supported and it's actually contacted in the ground, and it's also the center of the gravity. Stride length is the distance between both feet. Arm swing would be it's a constant swinging of the arm backward or forward, which is opposite to foot action. Initial contact to loading response is the heel strike and foot flat on the ground. Mid stance would be the neutral position of the foot, while the foot is in the opposite of mid swing. Terminal stance would be a contralateral foot has passed mid stance before initiating an initial contact. Pre-swing to initial swing is an initial foot is in the plantar flexion, contralateral foot is in the loading response. Initial swing to mid-swing is it's when foot begins to swing past the opposite leg. Terminal swing would be the final swing before the end of the gait cycle. Early childhood gait analysis. They have poor base support, they have very unstable limbs, and they're unable to shift their weight to the other foot. Their stride length is shorter, they have no arm swing, and most of the time when they're trying to walk, their arms are held up high. They hesitate a lot, so they're hesitant on their first initial contact. They have wider stand, I guess for better support while they're trying to balance themselves. And while they do that, while walking, they have their feet apart since they don't have any hip movements at all. The extension on the leg for the they have no extension on the leg for the mid swing. Their knees are hardly bent, and their walking position is mostly outward instead of the forward motion, I should say. And their abnormalities are they have poor balance and, like I said, hesitations. Their constraints are they have legs. Their legs are very weak. They can't alternately move it, and they have poor support and of their limbs and very poor balance to shift their weight. Childhood gait analysis would be they're walking and running stage with heel strike and base support narrows simultaneously. They have longer stride length, and they're faster, of course. Their arm swing on the opposite to the leg, which allows an oblique arm swing. Hip and knee are extended from flexion. Limb occur as weight transfer to contralateral limb. You have more advanced thigh and knee bent perfectly, but foot doesn't clear the ground consistently. Child sensory at this stage is more developed actually, and it's more improved with their gait development and coordination. Abnormality, genu varum. Constraints, their legs has limited range of motion, arms extended at the elbow, and swing slightly to the side rather than driving forward and back. Next would be the adulthood. As an adult, we all have a very good base support with both feet are in the ground while walking upright in a complete balance. Distance of the step length is longer. Arm swing is consistent while walking in the forward and backward position only. Flat foot loading response while the heel touch the ground first during the initial contact to loading response. Perfect consistent balance with one limb as the force shift and absorb from the other limb. Constraints would be the leg length and consistency. Older adulthood, we have a short stride length, about 3 centimeters shorter for men to be exact. The reduced degree of ankle extension for men mostly, and less pelvic rotation. Short arm swing. Abnormality would be imbalanced gait, develop fear of falling which may cause imbalance of base support and short step. Constraints would be walking patterns will change over time due to weight gain or loss, change in strength or balance, or injury. And all this was all this information was provided by our textbook, which is the Lifespan Motor Development by the author Haywood Catlin and Getchell Nancy. That's it. Thank you very much.